Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Kyla and I am oh so excited to have you join us today for this brand new American Girl series. So on my Instagram, my American Girl Instagram rather, that is linked down below with all of my other social medias, I asked you guys if you wanted to see me do a ranking of the 18 Girl of the Year dolls, and the vote was 100% unanimous. So I did spend a fair amount of time researching all the girls and diving, into the depths of the Girl of the Years. So I chose to do this in a little bit more of a different, unique fashion, but we'll get into that in a second. I've seen a lot of AGTubers do this, and I think it's really cool. My main inspiration for this, though, was the Doll Place because they do a phenomenal job. They have the Girl of the Year ranking series, and they're currently doing the historical ranking series, and I love their videos. You can tell that they're so dedicated, and they put in so much work in analyzing and discussing this, and it's just fantastic. Kylie and Paige, if you are watching this, you guys were the first AGTubers I actually ever came across after my American Girl hiatus. So, you guys are amazing. I love your series, and I took a little bit of inspiration from that. So I will leave their channel linked down below for you guys to go check them out and show them some love and support. Alright, so this video will be focusing on the names. Next video will be appearance. Video 3 will be their overall collection, and the fourth and final video will be how all of their scores round out and, who is number 1 and who is 18th. I am doing the scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and yes, this is a bit more of my personal opinion, but I love seeing how everybody else, some doll that comes out as my favorite might be somebody else's number 18. So it's going to be really interesting. I had a lot of fun doing this. I will say I do know, the final results, and I was kind of shocked. Because I just ranked them and then I just added them all up, and some dolls were in different places than others. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into this, and it's going to be a really fun little series to do with you guys. Starting with the name category. Okay, so like I said, I'm doing the 1 out of 10 scale. Also, I am a fan personally of more, longer, sophisticated, unique names. So that did obviously play a role in my scoring process. Also, I took into consideration the originality of the name, so obviously how unique it was. Does it fit the doll? Does it fit, the story, the time period, and her background? So overall, those are the things I kind of looked for. So, let's begin. Alright, 2001, Lindsay Bergman. Lindsay was the first Girl of the Year, so you're going to hear me say this a lot. They were still trying to figure things out, so we cannot hold that against her. However, I'm not the biggest fan of the last name Bergman, and Lindsay is just kind of an average name, so I did give her a 2 out of 10. 2003, Kaylee Hopkins. Hopkins overall is a nice last name. I do like it. I think Kaylee is a bit too common, kind of like Lindsay. It's not a terrible name, but it's not my favorite. I personally would not use it. So she did get a 3 out of 10. 2005, Marisol Luna. My sister had Marisol. She was her first doll, so I grew up with Marisol. I've never met anyone named Marisol. I think it's a beautiful name. It's perfect for the doll and everything like that. Luna, however, really puts her over the top because if you did not know, in the near future, when I get a Siamese cat, her name is going to be Luna. So, I don't know. I love that name. So I did. Marisol Luna received a 9 out of 10. 2006, Jess McConnell. I think Jess is really cute. They could have called her Jessica, but, just Jess McConnell. I think it's really cute. Something she does really have going for her is the capital, lowercase, capital letter with the McConnell. And I love last names like that. I think it is really, really cool. I did give Jess a 5 out of 10. 2007, Nikki Fleming. I prefer Nicole, but I think just like Jess, the Nikki was a good move. I also liked that they spelled it in one of the more unique ways of spelling Nikki. However, what really drops Nikki's score drastically for me is the last name of Fleming, and for that she received a 2 out of 10. 2008, Mia St. Clair. My sister owns Mia, and I actually own Mia, but since I didn't want to have two Mias, mine is Amelia St. Clair. I love the name Mia. It's super cute and adorable, and it's just, I don't know, I think it's really classy, kind of, and definitely making it even more classy is the Saint Clair. It is the best last name on this list. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. It is beautiful. I also love the name Claire as well. Mia received a 10 out of 10. 2009, Krissa Maxwell. I'd never heard the name Krissa until this Girl of the Year was released. I think it's very beautiful. I think it's unique. It's super cute, and I actually really like it. Maxwell is it's kind of universal. You can use it for a boy or a girl or even a first, middle, or last name. So with that being said, Krissa Maxwell received a 7 out of 10. 2010, Lainey Holland. I love that if your name is Elena or Delaney, you can go by Lainey, obviously. It's really cute. It can also just be used for, a short first name. It's really cute. However, I'm not a big fan of the Holland, so for that reason, she received a 5 out of 10. 2011, Kanani Akina. I had never heard either one of those names before. Honestly, I think they did a really good job at making it unique. When I look at my Kanani, I'm like, you're my little Kanani. There's like no other name that I think would suit you better. It's really pretty, really girly. I love it a lot. So I did give it a 9 out of 10. 2012, McKenna Brooks. McKenna is a variant of the name Mackenzie, which I'm a big fan of. Brooks is a really beautiful, classy last name that I also like. So for my McKenna, however, I did take obviously her first name and then the middle name I gave her, and I put a hyphen in between them. So to set her apart from my other dolls, she goes by McKenna Celine. I chose to give McKenna an 8 out of 10. 2013, Sage Copeland. I'd never met anyone with the name Sage. I do think it's really pretty and unique. I love the spelling. As far as Copeland goes, it's not super common, but it's not super rare either. So I did end up giving Sage an 8 out of 10. 2014, Isabel Palmer. I love the name Isabel. I love that you can spell it a ton of different ways. I love all the nicknames you can create. It's just a really, really pretty name, and I think it fits the doll and, kind of like the time so well. Palmer, it's a very nice last name. I think it's cute, and just Isabel Palmer is adorable. So I did give her a 9 out of 10. 2015, Grace Thomas. Okay, so I love the name Grace. My Caroline's middle name is actually Grace. I think it's beautiful. However, when you put it with Thomas, which I like Thomas by itself too, but when you put them together, they have a similar sound, like end sounding, and even though they don't end with the same letter, there's still that same sound. And as you will see in a couple of dolls here, I'm not the biggest fan of names that end with the same sound or letter. So I did give Grace a 6 out of 10. 2016, Leah Clark. I've seen Leah spelled with an H at the end, but I think the L-E-A was a good move. I think it's really pretty. When I look at my Leah, I see Leah. Like, I thought about changing her name, but I really just, no, she's Leah to me. And I think Clark is a very cute, average last name. I gave Leah a 7 out of 10. 2017, Gabriella McBride. Okay, so I really don't know if the reason I don't like this name is because of High School Musical, and I was not a Gabriella fan. Please do not hate me. If I were to ever use this name, I would definitely shorten it to Ella. I don't know. It's not ugly, but it's not my favorite. The McBride, I do like McBride. I'm noticing kind of a theme, though. They had Jess McConnell, and then they had McKenna, and now they're having McBride. So I don't know, it's a bit repetitive. I did give Gabriella a 5 out of 10. 2018, Luciana Vega. I love the name Luciana. I think Lucy or even Lulu are really cute nicknames for it. It's really pretty. I've heard it, but I've never met somebody with that name. Um, I like Vega as a last name. I really do. However, I'm not a fan of them together because kind of like with the Grace situation, they both end in A, so it's like Luciana Vega. And I'm not a fan of them together. I gave Luciana a 5 out of 10. 2019, Blair Wilson. When I think of Blair, I think of Blair Waldorf from Gossip Girl, and that will always be Blair to me. However, for our Blair here, I like the way they spelled it. As far as Wilson, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't really have any opinions. My Blair, however, I changed her name. And I went back and forth with doing this for a while because at first I just had her as Blair Sophia Wilson. And then I was like, no, there's the whole thing. If you've seen my All My Dolls video, you know why her name is Sophia. But I think it fits her better. I gave Blair a 5 out of 10. Last but not least, we have our current Girl of the Year, Jocelyn Kendrick. The one thing she has going for her is the uniqueness of the spelling of Jocelyn. I don't like the name Joss, and I don't like the name Kendrick. I'm just not a fan. We had Jess, and now we're having Joss. So again, kind of like with the MC situation, with the McKenna, McBride. Not a fan. I do have her, and I changed her name almost instantly. So she goes by Marnie now. So I hated to do it because I love this doll, but I gave her a 1 out of 10. I have tallied up everyone's scores, and now we're going to see who goes where. So, 18th place, Joss Kendrick. 17th, Lindsay Bergman. 16th, Nikki Fleming. 15th, Kaylee Hopkins. 14th, Gabriella McBride. 13th, Lainey Holland. 12th, Jess McConnell. 11th, Blair Wilson. 10th, Luciana Vega. 9th, Grace Thomas. 8th, Krissa Maxwell. 7th, Leah Clark. 6th, McKenna Brooks. 5th, Sage Copeland. 4th, Kanani Akina. 3rd, Marisol Luna. 2nd, Isabel Palmer. And the first place winner for the name category is Mia St. Clair. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think of all their names and everything below. I would love to hear, you guys do your own individual rankings along with me. And next part in the series, we will be looking at their appearance. So their mold, their skin tone, eye color, wig color, everything like that we'll be taking into consideration. That will be up very, very soon. If you have not already, give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and tap that really cool notification bell to know the exact moment I post a new video. I hope you all are staying safe and healthy. Have a blessed day, everybody.